coming into this. Teams get prepared on a whole new level. We're going to see some fun things between two of the best teams in the world. This is for a spot in the grand finals. It's grand finals or bust for both of these squads. And here we go, Wembley, live into the pistol round. Navi versus Mibr.
It's going to be Mibr starting on the CT side, Navi on the T side, and we are off to a banging start with Tarek taking down Simple. And anytime you get him in the kill feed on the receiving end, you know it's good. You know you've done something right. It's like killing two people once you take him down, and Tarek made it look easy as well. Now they're going to be boosting, looking into the connector, but Flamey absolutely calling that bluff immediately and taking down Cold Zero. So two of the heavy hitters out of the pistol round already, and it's a 4-on-4 with plenty of time left.
And with that kill, you can see Navi shifting over towards this B bomb site just a little bit. They know there had to have been a second player for that boost. They want to at least force him back. Stewie's got a new angle. Watching for a peek. Here's the door. He wants one more fight. Sees him jumping across, but that's the information over to Navi, and they bail out. A stalemate over in the short waters.
Couple of smokes there as well on the Navi side, so I mean it makes sense that they would go a little bit slow and try and feel out what the defense is like before they commit those smokes. We'll see how it's all going to play out. They do have that one long range upgraded P250 that we're all a fan of now. It's on Edward. You get one long range shot against that USP, it'll take out a player instantly. No head armor in the pistol round, so that'll do the trick.
It was on Simple first, but he got taken down early, and Tarek's about to get hard checked. This can be dangerous. Fallen's there to try and cover him a little bit, but this is a tenuous moment for this pistol round.
Does Edward have a flashbang on the other side? He could flash Tarek right here, and he does have a flashbang over along. That smoke goes up at a pretty inconvenient time now. 22 seconds. They're committed to this fight. Tarek trying to get a double, but he can't do it. Electronic will take him down, and now Navi they over the side. They can't wait any longer. Fallen can't see a single thing. Perfect flashbang. Electronic set up for the double kill, and now it's a 2-on-4. 10 seconds left. Stewie running out, executing one. The bomb goes down right in front. He could have almost won that round. Just one more second is what he needed, and it's on for 1 versus 3. Tagged up already, found Flamey with a triple instead, and Navi win the pistol.
You take down Simple right at the start, and you got to feel pretty good about that if you're Mibr, but what a great round. Flamey peeking for this boost, not caught unawares by it. That's beautiful. And then the execution of the bomb site. This flashbang is perfect for Fallen's position. You could see him just trying to get a timing shot. And great coverage on the plant as Mibr falls into desperation. A 1-0 start for Navi, and as they just highlighted on the desk, 100% win percentage on converting the second round after winning the pistol. That's craziness to see in a tournament.
I mean,
that just doesn't happen anymore.
I can't even imagine how that actually works. It feels like it shouldn't be real, but a lot of Mac 10s and a couple of AK-47s, they are expecting armor, and they're going to run into it as well. CSAT 75s and Deagles, definitely don't want to underestimate that at the current time. Edward leading the charge a little bit here with a Mac 10, but they're all set up. I mean, at least 4 of them around the corner. It's going to be Fallen picking up the first kill. A lot of damage in return, though. Fallen were practically out of it, and they are going to clean up most of this push. Still a 3-on-3, though. It's not so bad, actually, for Mibr.
No, not too bad at all. Still an element of danger. They've held this back. Simple at long with the bomb, but Edward's still looking for one more peek, and that's not a fight you necessarily want to commit to, but Tarek's going to win it anyway. He takes off Edward's head, and now Electronic and Simple are split. These two players have been so good. Oh, Simple's going to have the information. Cold Zero turns the corner. He's not ready. He's not prepared. Into a 2-on-2, and the bomb site is open. Electronic can watch the flank, and there's nothing they can do to stop this plant. It will fall into a clutch situation, and no rifles have been picked up by Mibr.
So rough. What a deep play from Simple as well. He had the bomb. If he doesn't win that fight for whatever reason, that gives away the bomb, and it's a very awkward 1-on-2. This retake, though, is going to be almost impossible. You have to fight long range. They have a Molotov as well they can put on that bomb site. And Tarek is going to be going down. There's a good double kill for Simple. And now Stewie, good time to work some magic. The grenade to try and set it up. But Simple and the triple instead. And that will be Navi at 2-0. Very close there for them. I mean, definitely a scary round.
That is definitely a scary round. So Navi going to be put on notice, and we have it coming into this. Mibr is not going to invest, so we have time really quick. Last few days in the major, FACEITmajor.com/premium pass. If you want to be able to pick and choose whichever players you want to spectate throughout the rest of this event. The first few games of the day, I believe the Observer feed is is free. That's pretty sweet.
Indeed. Definitely check that out. Single flashbang there on the MIBR side is something that they have actually committed to for quite a while. One of the things I really do enjoy about this team, they go for these big stacks. They try and hide until you're really deep in the bomb site, and then the first point of contact, they put out that flashbang and they just hope for the best. That's a good grenade, though, softening up. Stewie already down to 27. Now they're deep on the bomb site. Flashbang comes out maybe a bit late and actually goes a bit past them as well. Good kills. Cold Zero also taking down Zeus. This is a bit more expensive right now. Much more expensive, actually, than Na'Vi would like. Back in a 2-on-2. They don't even have armor this time, and they're doing all this damage. Electronic flanking around the corner. He's going to clean up for her, and Cold Zero, he's going to go down as well, but still, that's a lot of kills in the first early rounds here for MIBR.
Yeah, back-to-back rounds. Na'Vi only survives with 2 players, so that's a lot of cash eaten up on these rebuys coming in here. Not bad from MIBR whatsoever, but this is the first test for this Na'Vi offense. 3-0. Now you're going to start getting the M4s out. Fallen's going to have the AWP with a little bit of light armor. Could be missing utility on this defensive side, but Na'Vi wants to get started. MIBR wants to get started real quick. You do not want to go down 5-0. Give Na'Vi all the rounds that they need to start this map out.
Tarek setting up for the monster tunnel smoke. This is to try and prevent any kind of quick B rush. Those B rushes can be so deadly on this map. Oh, it actually did miss. It's not going to have an effect this round, but that's scary. If they had gone for it, that would have been great setup.
It's also scary to think he's passing that information on. You better be able to fix that one on the fly. No chance to practice that mistake. Might also get into the minds of anyone who might want to peek behind that smoke thinking it's going to be there, and it's not.
What a gift it is. Fallen versus Simple. That alt battle alone. You have dreams about that kind of a fight happening on a major stage. Electronic just a little aggressive there at the L-bend. That could be really scary. There are lots of ways in which they can retake that part of the map. And so far Na'Vi slow to creep across the map, as they usually are.
Going to be interesting to watch how Fallen moves his AWP across the map. He had it out towards long early on, but when he feels no pressure, now he's gotten in towards bathrooms where he can fight a retreating battle. So many different angles he can take. It's always precarious timing, though, as you try and eventually sink into the bomb site. There's no one back there. It's him and Fur. Very aggressive crossfire setup. Fur needs to stay alive as well. If he goes down, Fallen is exposed. They're going to start wrapping behind. Edward and Simple playing long. Fallen with the chance. First kill, that's an easy one. Do they hunt him down? Fur is still waiting to punish anyone who comes up next. But Fallen on the hunt as well. A second kill. Oh, and he tags Electronic as well. Low HP.
Not sure if he knows yet. Edward coming in from behind, shooting him in the back, and that's a big opening. They've done everything right. Fallen that held that bomb site for such a long time. Cold Zero challenging the flames and getting the kill on Edward. That's a big beginning here. 10 seconds. If Cold Zero gets the kill, the smoke evaporates, and he's got to flip the bomb. 10 seconds now, and there it is. Stewie picking up the kill on Simple, and MIBR on the board already 3-1. They only survived with 1 man, which means it's still very sketchy for them, but that was a big round in their favor.
This really was, and it felt like it should have been a cleaner win. A 5-on-3, and even one player badly bruised up. Fallen gave them everything, and it was still a battle the whole way through. Only surviving with 1 player means the money's going to be low. It's going to be busted on the Na'Vi side. This is huge. Which team gets broken early on in this game? If it's MIBR, that's the nightmare scenario for a defense. And we know Na'Vi are good with these force buys.
See if Tarek, he did get it this time, so that's how it was supposed to work. Down in the tunnel. Nice.
He's back.
Yeah, he's back into it. He's just, needed to get that arm warmed up, Moses. We'll see. Very sketchy buy out of Na'Vi. Those are the early rounds where they lost all those players that are sort of coming back to haunt them a little bit now.
So look at what they've done with even just losing a round in a one-on-one. I mean, that's Fallen with the AWP, but no armor. He's had to drop a weapon over to a teammate. Light on utility. Only 1 kit on Fur. They have the SMG as well. So this MIBR, the arsenal they're bringing into it is not great. And another slow-paced round. This time Fallen and Fur going to play more passive, sinking into the bomb site with over a minute remaining in the round. Na'Vi, no one over towards that B bomb site as well. Flamey has control of the stairs, and they're happy with that for the moment. But if MIBR ever investigate anything, they're going to feel no pressure.
It's actually a really good amount of utility on the Na'Vi side. If they can get long in restrooms, they're going to fall back from it. I thought maybe they would use that as a staging area to set up the execute into the A bomb site. They're not doing that right now. Instead, they've just cleared it out, making sure no one's flanking them, and then they're going back to recommit to the B bomb site. This is, I mean, the way that Stewie and the rest are holding it down here, Cold Zero, they're actually falling out of it. Oh no, this could be an absolutely unmitigated disaster. Na'Vi could almost have a free round if it keeps going this way. It might be, I feel like they've got some, are they just waiting? Is there sort of
It's I believe there was I think the round was called off. There was a tech issue.
I was going to say, man, I was getting real scared then. I was like, oh no, don't do that.
Oh, what a tease.
That was a really good tease, wasn't it?
They're just toying with our hearts. So yeah, tech issue, nothing going crazy. No one took damage, so we're going to be able to restart that round easily.
That would have been... it's good that it happens. I mean, the rules do say once someone's taken damage, that means the round is kind of live, and you just have to deal with whatever happens. So if we have any tech issues, we want to have them before that happens.
Yeah, before the damage comes in.
That's a good little thing.
Our boy Yanko getting a little bit of a cheer from the crowd.
Yeah, deserved as well. Listen, I definitely want more camera shots of Yanko when they're winning rounds. That's my new favorite thing. I want a whole sort of GIF database just of Yanko doing things.
Looks like the issue is with Fallen. He's the one who's got his headsets off, no one else talking. Obviously, communication during tech pauses is not allowed between the teams, so there can be no craziness going on. And as they get fixed, I mean, this has been a pretty nice start. Navi took a lot of damage in those second and third rounds, despite not dropping either one of them. MIBR with that first gun round. And I mean, this kind of is the first real test for both of these teams. Both of them at the breaking point in terms of what they can bring into the round, what kind of money they can purchase.
The Smooya sign. Oh man, they've been calling his name for like...
They've been chanting him all morning.
Like an hour before anyone even showed up on the stage. It's incredible.
It was not bad. This might be a good time to talk about... There was, if any of you don't necessarily follow the Navi, I believe it was the Navi official YouTube, there was that clip of Electronic taking a little bit of umbrage to the fact that Fallen maybe put him down a bit in an interview. Fallen had said something along the lines... You know, Navi coming into this unprepared, Navi not looking strong, and that's why they've dropped the maps. And Electronic was not pleased with that. Said he had a dream that he would get MIBR in the semifinals, and he's got his dream.
Yeah, that much has been accomplished. I mean,
there is that saying, though, you got to be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, especially when it's a game against, I mean, the star power of MIBR is so ridiculous when you look at it. You keep having this feeling that if they can get the last piece of the puzzle to sort of click all the way through, then they almost will be an unstoppable force. I mean, it's just amazing, but they just need a little bit more.
It does feel like it's just a matter of time before this MIBR team kind of returns to its glory. And we'll just have to see. They've been slowly improving. I thought it would be a bit faster, but I mean, you still got to be kind of happy if you're MIBR to be at this kind of I guess a weakened state, quote unquote, and still be in the top 4 of a major and still be able to fight for a spot in the grand finals. That's a great luxury to have, isn't it?
It really is. It's so ridiculous. If you think of all the lineup changes that Fallen has been behind throughout the just CS:GO, Brazilian Counter-Strike, and how many times he's been right. Like it's so ridiculous. It's so hard to change players, right? And he just keeps pulling out the hat somehow, brings in new people, and it works again. All right, easy for Navi. I thought it was going to be easy for Ends. I've seen a lot of End shirts in the crowd.
Yeah, that's cool to see. Shout out to our boy Natsu.
Yeah.
Ends coming up hot. Well, either way, tech pause is all completed. London, have you guys all had an appropriate number of beers?
Yeah.
Getting there.
It's early, but they'll get there. All right, 5th round coming up. Tech issues are all out of the way. We've got some AKs, that one Galil there. I feel like it's going to be imperative for MIBR to secure this with a great grenade that lands on Edward. It's not completely risk-free, but it's very low risk throwing that grenade, and the payoff is huge.
Yeah, especially if it lands the way it did. Yeah, they're going to shuffle the guns around as well. Edward had one of the AKs, but he passes it over. Want to keep the high HP players with the most impactful weapons. Fallen for, again, playing a similar setup as to that previous round, so not a whole lot has changed. Deep into the bomb site. And Navi, again, just kind of pushing forward towards Fountain. All 5 players on this side of the map, and this time, coldzera has actually pushed in towards short sewers, so they have all the knowledge that no pressure is coming from that direction. He has the information needed, and that'll allow Tarek to cheat back towards A a little bit quicker than he probably normally would.
It's even a dynamic position for coldzera to be in, because he could actually flank them from connector if he's really quick about it, so it works on so many different ways. It's not bad at all. See, is anyone going to jump at the flower beds here? Fallen, he can definitely hit some flicks of his own, and Edward, he might not know it yet, but it's dangerous crossing his path. Bit of a grenade. He's going to turn back for it. There was the jump and fall, and instantly doesn't even realize there's a second player there. Burke with the smoke with a beautiful double kill, and finally he gets taken out. Tarek is here though with the MP9 close range, 25 seconds. It's a 2-on-3, and they've got every chance of the world of winning this MIBR. They need to keep the members alive right here. As Stewie picks up a headshot on Simple, and Electronic up on the boxes, tries to spin back, and oh my god, he picks up one more kill for the triple, and almost gets the quad. Stewie taking him out of the round. He was on top of the mountain. He was exposed from every single angle, and he almost took down all three of them.
Yeah, he's playing King of the Hill. That is disgusting that he's able to spin and get that second one. You can see why he's been such a danger. And also you see on the screen, Stewie, a little bit of words between that round, probably something along the lines of that should have never happened. Coldzera swinging for the wide fight, not fully realizing where Electronic is in, or where Electronic's position was. And Stewie, I mean, that's got to be a tough situation. If you're in a 3-on-1, all of a sudden you're left alone. That's an awkward and a very bad feeling. Tactical timeout this time from Na'Vi as they want to talk things over. One of the great strengths of theirs, among their rise recently has been their ability to force buy, has been their ability to win these rounds with very little to work with.
Yeah.
And you imagine they have to know back-to-back rounds that MIBR wins that come down to just one player surviving. I would imagine this is going to be some kind of an investment from Na'Vi as they try to keep that pressure on this defense, and indeed an AK is picked up. 3-2, Na'Vi with a very narrow lead.
It's one of the things that make them hard to play against. It's also a point of criticism that we bring up. Some of the downfalls they've had have been fueled by this kind of a purchase, and we don't know if it's going to be one of those games yet, but they have bought into this round. Number 6, and MIBR. Again, as you said, they've won 2 in a row, but Fulton still has no body armor. They're limited on grenades. They've got that MP9 there from us in the mix as well. Tarek wants to push right through, going to be taking down Edward. Simple is on the other side, though. He's got the deagle in hand, the grenade follow-up, and good shot from Fallen, covering the back. Flamey's down and out. Oh, Simple. He hits that headshot anyway, just does not care.
Yeah, we know he's going to challenge the deagle. Coldzera is actually in a pretty tough spot. That's an awkward battle to take on the rotation. It's just a pistol, so Stewie's going to help him out. No real punish there, but now they have to do what they haven't been able to previously. They have to keep players alive, and there's Electronic, and that might have been the last element of danger to take weapons away from them. This is looking like a very clean win for the MIBR side. It's just Simple.
Starting to look much better now. Simple. Every kill right now is going to make a difference. 1 would be good, 2, and then you're really doing economic damage again. He's just waiting. He wants them to make the mistake. It's a bit of a shame that he got caught sort of out in the open down on that B bomb site with the AK-47, because otherwise it's very unlikely that they would check that angle. Simple's going to be going down. Stewie getting the triple, and even stealing the deagle at the end. 3-3, all tied up early on. Man, this has the early symptoms, Moses, of one of those great games. You could sort of feel it coming in. Remember, now we are playing on the T side, which is the harder side to play on this map.
You gotta love the bold call from MIBR, though, to push up, knowing it's likely going to be a force buy, and instead of just sitting back and waiting for those deagles to get into position to be able to jiggle peek in towards bomb sites, go and take the fight to them. It can backfire, obviously, but you want to see an MIBR that's going to be assertive. You want to see them willing to challenge and willing to fight Na'Vi. Oh, we're maybe coming again. We know Fur likes the aggression as well. Molotov to keep them delayed and back, and that nade time for when the Molotov ends, hoping someone from Na'Vi is creeping forward. No damage dealt.
That's 4 people on the B-bomb side in the first, 20 seconds, and they're going to get the kill. Tarek as well. He's alone out here and just fighting and winning as well. Edward and Flamey both going down. Obviously no armor, but still. Now, this is a huge change.
And MIBR couldn't have known this. That Molotov and nade combo towards that main choke point towards Fountain and Playground actually funnels all 5 players of Na'Vi down into that underpass, so they're all just there for the slaughter. Usually you're only going to get 2, maybe 3. This time, even Electronic and Simple are there and just had to back away from the fight. Now they're going to come into it, but MIBR doesn't need to take any more risks. They've done everything they need. Probably the one play that's being made is this. Fur pushing down, that's the bomb. A new angle, but the same spot in danger. And a clean sweep for MIBR. 4 in a row for this defensive side.
That's going to build the economy. That's going to give them some space to work with. Na'Vi, they're back in the money as well. That round loss bonus has started to build up. Losing 4 in a row will definitely do that, so they're looking a little bit fresher now. It'll be fun to see. There are so many Molotov executes that can happen on this map that are just fun to witness on the B-bomb side, and on A as well if you want. So kind of hope that we could see Na'Vi. They've had enough map control to be able to execute that kind of play, right?
At times, yes. We'll see if they get it again. Fur's going to be at those stairs. He's going to have great control, actually, and another boost, the same exact boost they saw last time. Maybe MIB are calling their bluff, saying you won't expect this twice. There's going to be a timing on when they fall away, because it's going to cover Tarek as he takes control. There's the flashbang, and they peek. Electronic goes for the op. coldzera hides, and Tarek's able to punish. That smoke should slow this down. Zeus, oh, he's going to be bold. He's going to go through it, and he somehow wins that. Tarek's going to be frustrated, but he's done great damage. Rest of the hit going to come through Monster, and it's Stewie to hold initially.
He's going to smoke up behind him, just trying to make himself hard to find and buy time for the rest to show up. More than a minute left, and Stewie close range. He falls back into the smoke, and he's going to get caught by Flamey. That was a very deep play, but it worked. It would have been ridiculous, and coldzera going to fall as well. A much better hit this time for Na'Vi. And looking strong, they do line up, and oh my god, Fur taking down Edward and Flamey. They had no idea he'd crept in there. The bomb is down, yes, but they're weirdly locked in, almost getting the kill on Fur. He's going to smoke it off, and Zeus is left on 7 health out there. Can he take the fight? Simple, when that smoke is gone, this position is no longer safe. A little bit of a missed opportunity. Simple has no idea. He's still boxed in. Fur going to go for it, and he misses the chance. Now it's fallen 1 versus 2, and he gets caught jumping. Simple will close it out, and Na'Vi, after losing 4 in a row, are going to pick up their round finally here with the rifles. That's probably a huge relief for them.
That's the next big danger of Fur's aggression. The fast flanks that come out are so brutal. This could have been much, much worse. When he turns the corner, the smoke wall is up, and Simple here has no choice but to fight. He knows he's blocked in, trying to find the timing. Takes the swing. And Simple with a double kill to end things, and still MIBR hasn't been able to sustain or secure any kind of long-term economy. They're back to, I mean, they have the weapons, but again, the last buy, a chance again for Na'Vi to break them.
Oh, absolutely. A double up setup. Let's see what we can get out of it. Electronic incredibly quick, and they're looking for that boost every single time. Fallen, bit of an off angle here. Electronic going to be hard. Fallen, though, only has 1 shot, basically, and he's going to be out. There's coldzera taking down 1. The second op is here. Fallen, he's got his aim trained right at that corner.
This can be tough, though, because Fallen's looking for a deeper angle. If Electronic turns the corner too fast and actually goes for a wide peek, it can be really awkward.
Stewie's here right behind him.
Yeah, and Stewie's here as well to help out if that gets dicey, but they're gonna have to worry about Monster now that the smoke is cleared.
Oh, there's the kill from Fallen. It's huge. Electronic get down. The rest coming through the monster tunnel. Edward gonna pick up 1 kill. Flaming with the follow-up. Somehow they make the entry happen anyway. Now Fallen getting 1 more kill, putting out the grenade and buying time again for the rest. Just slowing down this T offense is so big right now. And Flamey, perfect angle, instant headshot. He's going to follow it up as well, taking down Tarek. It's absolutely beautiful. Look how dialed in he is. And now Fur, he almost saved them the last time. This time he's got a bit of a shot at doing it. Simple's there with the AWP, but they need to pick up that bomb and go for the plant eventually. And Fur, not a bad player to have left in this 1 versus 2 scenario. This is about money right now for both teams. Whoever loses this one is going to be in so much trouble. They smoke him off, but who's going to plant the bomb? There's a grenade on Fur, and if Flamey's the one planting it, yeah, he's going to line it up. Is it going to be a touchdown? It will take down Flamey, but the bomb is planted, so it's a second too late. And now it's Simple on the other side. Ready and waiting with that AK-47. He's behind the barrels, just looking for it. And Fur, he's trying to make him make a mistake. He wants him to come and peek, but Simple isn't doing it right now. He's got the advantage. He's got the better angle at the moment. Fur's got so much to check, and he's going to get shut down. Simple again saving Na'Vi. 5-4 as they win 2 in a row. And that's huge for them.
That's a difficult 1v2 for Fur to win. Even with the nade kill as well. You know Simple had the AWP previously, so you're probably thinking he's going to be at a different angle, that he's going to be farther back, but Simple swaps out. He's able to be a bit more mobile, peeking around the pillar and finds Fur. I think MIBR got confused by that slowed down hit. Once Na'Vi ran into the troubles, once they didn't have the entries they wanted, I think MIBR thought that was going to be a rotation from Na'Vi back to that A bomb site. You could see Fallen kind of ignoring the left side of the site over that ramp and starting to fall back to get a different position and maybe cheat back towards A. Tactical timeout here we have going into the save run as Tianko pointing at his head. Mentality, perhaps, telling them to keep their focus.
That, well, shoot them in the head. That kind of thing. That
Headshot
could also,
strategy.
Yeah, go for it. That was a 5-on-3 that Na'Vi managed to win. So, I mean, that kind of, if you can win those rounds, that will definitely keep the whole team alive and going. They've got the superior money now, and MIB are going to have to slow it down a little bit.
A lot of the focus in this tournament so far has been, for Na'Vi, has been on, Simple and Electronic and how good they've been, but Flamey's had some very impactful kills, some double kills and everything, and he's a big factor why that round was actually turned into Na'Vi's favor. That is stellar play from Flamey. The Molotov Edwards going to pounce. He's going to try and take advantage of it. Not going to happen, but now they can use their utility to set up the stage, and a team kill comes in. A little bit rattled. That's not what Yanko had in mind when he was pointing at his head. And an easy take for Na'Vi.
They did only have pistols, so I guess the consequence of that is pretty minimal, but it did look kind of funny. Stewie and Fur, 2-on-5 here, and again, it's hard to really say if there's a way to make anything out of this. A kill on Electronic and stealing the AK would be big news. It's very hard to do, though. Electronic, actually, a little bit greedy, picking up the Deagle. Oh, there's still a guy left. Hiding inside of the smoke is Fur. And I don't know, Electronic, I feel like he could be, and he could end up giving them a rifle here. It's not quite going to happen. It's too close for my taste, anyway.
No, but Na'Vi now is sitting at a very good number of rounds for this T side, only 10 rounds in, and they have a chance to build even more upon that. It's still going to be tough for Mibr to fight for this next one. I think they're actually going to go, ooh. I think they're even going to go for a small save, a little bit of a half buy coming in, just pistols and armor Mibr to try and turn the favor, but they want the ops, obviously.
Moses, they all had over, what, 4,100 or something? So
I think they're really, really relying on that double op setup, and they need the money to take that out. So they're going to sit this one. It's not completely sitting out, but they are going to give Na'Vi a huge advantage here in this round. But these pistols could still catch Na'Vi off guard. It is a different style of play you have to come out with. You can take a few more risks if you're Mibr with the Deagles, with the CZs. Much different mobility. But this B bomb site has been getting punished by Na'Vi. It's been getting absolutely pummeled over and over again, and it's starting to crumble.
It's a good switch as well, because they were losing some of those A rounds. Even if they were clutches and they were really close rounds, it's a good job that they managed to change their calling just a bit. This time they're checking out the other side of the map a bit more. They might be not really aggressive at all in this round, in fact. 3 on A, 3 on B, 2 on A. And they're just going to have to wait to see what's happening. That's an interesting smoke for Monster. I like that.
I like that very much. Crowd can feel it coming. As Na'Vi closes in towards this A bomb site, 3 defenders here. I think if Mibr wants to win this round, they're going to have to cheat. They're going to have to go for some kind of a gamble, and it might be too late. Now's the execution. We'll see how this smoke does. It could slow them down. Tarek with a peek. Electronic takes him out immediately. No chance for that. And look at the one-way. Zeus spams it, but Fur doesn't blink. He doesn't bat an eye.
He's just ready and waiting. He wants more than the single one. He's going to be pushing out the flashbangs, and his eyes still falling, getting a kill, and he's just waiting for it for only 20 seconds. He wants to play for time here. Going to finally tap it away, and the bomb does not get planted. He needed a couple of more seconds. There's Stewie dropping one more. 10 seconds left, and it's a one-on-one. Gold is going to go. Oh my God! Taking him down. Instant headshot with that Deagle. That is stone cold, isn't it?
Fur is unbelievable. The trigger discipline in that scenario, unflinching being spammed at. He's able to delay the plant. That does everything, and it's hectic. They finally get the numbers over, and this is what I mean, a different style against pistols. Look at how much more risky and mobility you can be coming through the smoke, and it's Cold Zera, ends Flamey. Immediately, 5-6, and the half-buy works out. They've got plenty of money now. The double op set up, all the utility. We'll see if they can build upon that.
Surely that's the kind of clutch that will rally a whole team. They even only went for the half buy in that, and now they've got much more money to work with. 5-6, that's a massive risk out of Mibr to do, but it pays off, and we'll see if they're going to be able to bring it all the way home now. If they can win the rest of this half, 9-6, definitely be a good scoreline for them. And I'll be very paranoid about this push. For good reasons. They are right on the other side. The flashbang setup, they call it, and Simple with the double to open it up. It's absolutely beautiful. Now Fallen going to be peeking in, and he does get the kill. He had one chance there, going to smoke off and behind him, and he's kind of stuck. There's no one there to help him out.
Yeah, he's in a really tough spot. And if anyone's going to get out of it, it would be Fallen or be able to make some magic from this position. But at the moment, with this low of HP, all he can really do is the unexpected, which is push forward. There's no real defense into the A bomb site, but it's no guarantee that Na'Vi's going to be able to figure this out. How bold does Zeus want to be? If he starts to move forward and realizes there's no one there, he's going to call this bomb back. But at the moment, it's poised to take the B bomb site. Fallen
is not really in a position to catch the bomb right now. He's down the ladder and not up. But Simple's the one with the bomb all the way on the other side. This is very hard to see how this round is going to play out. There's only 30 seconds as well, so if Cold can hold this angle with the AWP, are they going to have to run back or will they keep committing to it? He's double zoomed here, and that's a very bad thing for him. Electronic creeping up just outside of the range of the scope, and he's going to take him down. My god, that's a hard way to get outplayed. Stewie missing the first opportunity there, and the smoke is going to block him out of that. The grenade won't kill anybody either, so will be a bomb plant here. Stewie just jumping for it, and they're going to catch him. 6 seconds left here. Maybe he could have delayed it enough. I mean, it's worth the chance. And Fallen is going to fall all the way back. That's 7 rounds now on the board here for Na'Vi. Very slow, very scary round. A triple for Simple, by the way. He's got 12 overall. He's having a good game already. Him and Electronic, one of the deadliest duos in the game right now, maybe the deadliest.
Yeah, we knew Simple was going to have a good game. He's been doing it all event long, all year long, really. A 7th for Na'Vi now, and the rebuttal onto this money of MIBR, again, it's just going to be a disaster. 4 players will not be able to buy moving forward. Fallen will be able to drop a weapon, but I don't think he will if he can't save this off. So these battles at the are crucial, and they've got him boxed in, and all the timing's not with him. He's one for Edward to find in the end. Felt like MIBR had been setting that play up for quite some time in this half with the different ways they've Molotov and naded towards that choke point. They wanted to kind of set up a double aggression there, and Na'Vi just handles it perfectly, and that pretty much ended the round immediately.
Yeah, really, really well done. Calling the early aggression is a good job. They had the chance to save the AWP there, Moses, and they didn't. On the Na'Vi side, they could have picked it up if they wanted it, but gonna stick to the AAKs.
We see. I mean, it's one of the benefits of having Simple on your team, who's just a beast with every single weapon. You don't have to have him with an AWP. He's perfectly fine to take over the game with the AK-47, as we're kind of see him doing now. 12 and 7 for him. Electronic at 14 and 8. That pairing has just been a disaster, a bane of every other team that's played against them. So MIBR down 2 rounds as this tactical timeout comes to an end. Another chance, a second chance for them to talk things through and try and get back on track. And you do have a full buy, otherwise it would have been a complete double save for the MIBR side. Stewie with the AWP, and we saw this when he was in Cloud9. He is a playmaker with the AWP. He will get aggressive. He will go hunt down those first kills. He wants to be aggressive with it. We'll see what he can find here. Smoke gonna peer around the edge. No one in underpass though, so he bails out, doesn't want to commit to this. We saw how tough it was for Fallen to get out of that position.